Lucy.
Hey, I'm Julia.
And welcome to Bullpup News.
This week we're going to start with some helpful announcements. Then we will have a vocabulary break. Following that, we will have an academic review and sports.
After that, we will present Facebook review, table talk, and drawing with Eric. Today is a hurricane makeup day. We had a few days off for hurricane season, but at what cost?
The cost is you had to come to school. A few days of freedom traded in for 1 day of school. Not too shabby.
Well, I guess. Anywho. Extra, read all about it. The yearbook price has increased to 45 buckaroos. And the bottom line is that you need to get your yearbooks now before the price increases even further.
Nice word! Let's hop into our next segment, academic review.
Hello, and welcome to Academic Review. This week I'm going to be talking about another strategy in studying. It's called distributed practice. It's spacing out your studying over several short periods of time, over several days and weeks. And another way is to have frequent testing or quizzing over a period of time to encourage students' recall of material from memory.
Now let's pass it over to sports.
Yeah, sports.
Welcome to sports. There's baseball games on the 28th, the 30th, and the 31st. The 31st is baseball week. There were esports games on the 16th, which already passed, and the 30th. That's it for sports this week. Now back to you, Lucy and Julia.
Now it's time for Facebook review, where you can learn about what's happening in our school through the magic of the internet.
Welcome to Facebook Review. Recently, we have had teachers doing interesting projects. This first one was a popcorn lab. Also, some insight about wrestling. They had a banquet the other day, and this is their cake. Thanks for watching Facebook Review.
Talk at the table with Gideon in our next segment. You guessed it.
Table talk. Except it's not actually at the table.
Valid point, but we do pull them from the cafeteria tables to interview them.
I'm here with.
Wilder.
So, Wilder, what's your favorite game in life?
My favorite game right now, I would have to say it is Rocket. Because I get to play some with my friends, and I like increasing my skill at the game, and I basically just beat everybody I face.
Favorite game and why?
My favorite game is Grounded because I really like the creativity behind the game and I really like the graphics. All I really like about it.
Cool. And what's your name?
It's John Cole McHugh. Most people call me JC though.
Okay.
Why'd you move it? Did you stop recording?
I'm here with.
Sawyer.
So, Sawyer, what's your favorite game and why?
So recently I got Hogwarts Legacy, and you know me, I'm Harry Potter himself. I love that game. It is very good, very top tier. For some reason Twitter is dissing on it, but it's still amazing.
Well, that's about it for this show, folks.
Except you were fooled. Haha. We still have one more thing to talk about.
This show is unfortunately our amazing director Victoria's last show before she's moving on to high school.
She has guided us through this year wonderfully, so we just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate everything you have done for us, and thank you for putting up with us too, because we know we can be a lot sometimes. We'll miss you, girl.
That's all for now. We gotta continue before we get too emotional. Tune in next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What is your name?
My name is Jennifer Neely.
And you are a 7th grade teacher, right?
Yes.
What do you teach?
I teach language arts and intensive reading.
Okay. Have you always wanted to be a teacher? Is this
No.
a dream? No, when did this come about? When?
So when I started volunteering with my kids at school, everyone kept asking me when I was going to be a teacher. So I figured I'd go back to college and I would be a paraprofessional. Then I did really well, and my advisor kind of snuck me into interviews for colleges, and I ended up becoming a teacher.
Did you go straight into language arts?
I did.
Okay.
And that's always been a passion of mine. I love language arts.
If you were to describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be?
Let's see. Loving, patient, happy. I don't know.
Those are great qualities of a teacher. And what are your hobbies? Anything you like to do outside of school?
Obviously, I like to read, and I also like to play video games. To tree alive.
Oh, that's great. You like taking care of plants?
So I always kill them, usually. But I got a willow tree last year, and I've managed to keep it alive.
Willow trees are really easy to take care of.
Yes, they are.
And they're really pretty, too, once they get bigger.
Yeah.
So are you a plant kind of person? Do you like plants or
I would like
gardens?
to be. I try to garden every year, but generally I fail, which is okay. I'm still going to keep trying.
It's okay. Gotta keep trying.
Yeah.
But do you have any kids?
I do. I have 2 children. I have a 17-year-old son and a 15-year-old daughter. My son, he's into gaming competitions, so he's made a bunch of money winning video games, and we go to conventions for it. We've gone to Orlando and Chicago. My daughter, she is very passionate about dance. She's on the dancing dolls at the high school.
Oh, that's great.
And she does competitive dance for the dance shop in Live Oak. It's important to follow your dreams, no matter how crazy they might seem. It's all about how much work you put into it most of the time.
Yeah.
My personal favorite thing is being a mom and a teacher. Like,
favorite animal?
I do. Her name is Izzy. She is a dog.
Oh, you have a pet?
Yes.
What dog is it? What kind of dog?
She is an Australian Shepherd, and she's my baby. Yeah, she's my little baby. I actually have a little mantra, I guess you could say, that I say to myself. I'll close my eyes and take some deep breaths, and just to remind myself that the people or things surrounding me need patience, love, and understanding. So I remind myself to give those things to other people to help, because if you have those qualities, then it's easier to handle any situation.
Teacher, have you always wanted to be a mom? Is that a dream you had
Yes.
as a kid?
Yes.
Yes, you've always wanted. Always good to have a dream,
Yes.
because someday you might reach it. So you've always wanted to be a teacher and a mom. So when you reach those dreams, does that make you feel accomplished, or is there anything else you want to reach?
I guess you could say I feel accomplished, but I don't think you should ever stop growing as a person. So for today, it's good, but for the rest of my life, I just focus on improving either what I'm doing now or other skills for the future.
That's great. Okay, so thank you, Miss Neely,
You're
for
welcome.
this interview.